Iran vows to help Syria reconquer Israel's northern Golan Heights region. Iran vows to help Syria reconquer Israel's northern Golan Heights region. In a meeting between Syria's ambassador to Iran, Adnan Mahmoud, and Tehran's Chief Justice, Ibrahim Raisi, the latter pledged to ratchet up his country's support for active resistance, as he put it, while further insisting that Israel is perishable. The top Iranian justice further noted, according to the regime-controlled Tasnim news agency, that Damascus and Tehran must bolster their cooperation to accelerate the demise of Israel, which he referred to as the fake Zionist regime. The chief Iranian justice made these remarks at a time when the Islamic Republic held an international conference in Tehran that focused on the perceived decline of the United States as the world's superpower and the opportunities that may arise for the Islamic Republic as a result. Addressing the conference, the regime's Expediency Council chief Mohsen Razei, who formerly served as the commander of the Islamic Revolutionary Guards Corps, noted, quote, "The United States has hindered the progress of Iran for many years before the revolution and for more than 40 years after the revolution." Therefore, Razai contended that now that the United States is on the decline, which he attributed to a weakening of the U.S. economy, the Islamic Republic must seize the opportunity by developing at America's expense. Separately, the former IRGC chief asserted that the recent plan of the United States and Israel to bring the Arabs and Israel together against Iran will also fail. It is important to note, however, that despite the Iranian assessments, one should regard these remarks as wishful thinking. In contrast to Iran's annual military spending, which stands between 18 to 22 billion US dollars a year, the United States spends 732 billion US dollars last year alone, seconded by China, which spent 261 billion US dollars on its military establishment. It is further interesting to know that Iran's expenditure is similar to Israel's annual spending on its defense establishment. However, the Islamic Republic's aggressive foreign policy in multiple arenas throughout the Middle East, primarily by financially supporting its numerous proxies, significantly limits its capacity to bolster its capabilities. In contrast, Jerusalem is investing significantly in its technological prowess, providing its armed forces with a clear qualitative edge on its regional adversaries. Citing this fact in an evident warning to Iran's most powerful proxy in Lebanon, Hezbollah, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu voiced praise for the Israeli military's vast offensive improvements.
גם בתקופת הקורונה, האויבים שלנו לא קופאים על השמרים, וגם אנחנו לא. אני מתרשם מהתרגיל הזה משיפור עצום ביכולות ההתקפיות של צה"ל, וכדאי שחיזבאללה ומדינת לבנון ייקחו את זה בחשבון. מי שיתקוף אותנו יפגוש עוצמת אש ואגרוף פלדה שישמיד כל אויב.
Netanyahu's remarks were made during a tour of the IDF's military exercise along Israel's northern front with Lebanon and Syria, titled Lethal Arrow.
All this life and all its issues are a distraction. The kingdoms of this world will pass away. You belong to the kingdom of God and His Son Jesus, and you have the power and authority to change things through prayer. I prayed in tongues for 4 to 5 hours every day for 5 years. Do you want to know what the Lord showed me and how He transformed my life? Go to my website. The links are below.